All right, there we go, guys. We are ready. Yeah. Okay, let me just get the microphone situation. There we are. Okay. Gotta make sure my voice is going in the right spot. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Guardians live stream. And tonight, the Guardians are hosting our friends from down in southwestern Ohio in the Cincinnati Reds, who come into this series off a sweep of the Diamondbacks, and they are 33-33. In other words, they're mid. Call them the mid Cincinnati Reds. They're literally mid. The Guardians come in at 34-30, losing 2 of 3 to the Astros. They just finished a stretch of 16 games facing some of the top teams in the major leagues, and they came out, I believe, 8-8. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Considering what we've dealt with injury-wise, not too shabby, right? Hopefully things can start picking up here as we get into the middle of the month of June and then into July. All right, so let's get into the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Cincinnati Reds. Leading off, center fielder TJ Friedl. Batting second, designated hitter Gavin Lux. Batting third, shortstop Ellie De La Cruz. Batting cleanup, first baseman Christian Encarnacion Strand. Batting fifth, catcher Tyler Stevenson. Batting sixth, left fielder Will Benson. Of course, he cooked us in Cincinnati. Batting seventh, third baseman Santiago Espinal. Batting eighth, right fielder Jake Fraley. And batting ninth, second baseman, you have Matt McLean. On the mound for the Reds is Wade Miley. Let me get the Fubo thing going here. All right. And then the starting 9 for the Guardians is pretty much the same, although we do have one guy returning as leading off in left field. Stephen Kwan, as always. That's his spot. Batting second, center fielder Lane Thomas is back, coming off plantar fasciitis. Hopefully it doesn't bother him too much. Batting third, third baseman Jose Ramirez. Batting cleanup, designated hitter David Fry. Batting fifth, first baseman Carlos Santana. Batting sixth, shortstop Gabriel Arias. Batting seventh, right fielder Johnny Rodriguez. Batting eighth, catcher in the squat, Bo Naylor. And batting ninth, second baseman Angel Martinez. On the mound for the Guardians is Luis Ortiz. All right, so there's your lineups. And of course, I am watching this game on Fubo. Oh, so I'm going to be about a pitch and a half or so behind, so no spoiling. If you spoil, I will scold you. And if it keeps up, I will ban you. Because I want to, actually call what happens. I don't want to be spoiled by some Looney Tune in the chat saying, oh, home run. And then I do get spoiled, of course, by ESPN Fantasy. Because I have a couple of players that are in this game. Of course, I have J-Ram. I have been spoiled several times with that. And then, of course, I have Tyler Stevenson. All right, so let's turn off that. Okay, we are ready to go. First pitch will be coming up here momentarily. Of course, this is the return of Terry Francona to Cleveland. He was the manager for the Guardians for many, many years. He led the Guardians to multiple Central Division titles and then some. Here's the first pitch, and it's a strike. And we're underway from the corner of Carnegie in Ontario, Progressive Field. Oh, yeah. What's up, Ray? Says, hey, let's go Guards. Yeah. Here's the 0-1 from Luis Ortiz. Grounder to first, the flip, and there's out number 1. Let's go. There's the Carlos Santana, old man. Old man Los. The pitch mix against the Yankees. 34 slider, 26 four-seam, 25 sinker, 7 changeup. Remember, he blanked the Yankees. The almighty Yankee lineup. He blanked them. Didn't allow a run. It was glorious. It was wonderful. I enjoyed every second of that. Every pitch. So here's Gavin Lux. Fouled off. 2 home runs, 26 RBIs, 367 on base percentage in 59 games, 277 average for the former Los Angeles Dodger, the Doyer. Pitch inside, ball one. Do tomorrow's game if, we do a good here. Like if we win, I'll probably do tomorrow's game too, just because. Here's the 1-1 to Lux. Fouls it off. 1-2. And of course, you already know I gotta have my glass of soda right here, to keep my voice from getting raspy. And of course, for any people, you don't drink water, do you? Got a bottle of water right here. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. Still 1-2. Side. Chase there. 2-2 count. But again, I am like a pitch and a half or so behind. At least I'm behind MLB Network, MLB Game Day app. So, yeah. 2. And he hits this one to shallow deep center, and Lane Thomas will come underneath it to make the catch. 2 down. All right. There's Stephen Vogt and Craig Albernaz. Scoring 4+ runs, best record in the AL. The Guardians are 27-6, just behind the Twins, Rangers, and Tigers. So yeah, when they score 4+ runs, they usually win. Of course, there's the occasion where they score 4 and they get in those freaking slugfests. First pitch to Ellie De La Cruz. Strike. Kind of funny how the Pirates and the Reds have a guy named Cruz. 12 homers, 43 RBIs in 66 games, 253 average for Ellie De La Cruz. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 98 from Luis. Oh my God. Yo, Luis, I didn't know you could pump out 98 like that. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. All right. 0-2 count for Ellie. Let's see if Luis can put him away here. Here's the 0-2 to De La Cruz. Pitch. Fouled it off. Not know this dude could pump out 99 like that. They tell me. Hey, yo. Damn. Come on, Luis, put them away. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Take a seat, boy. So 1-2-3 inning for Luis Ortiz. And we go to the bottom of the first. Scoreless. My camera was so amazed at 99 from Luis, it started glitching. Oh no. Glitchy. It's glitchy. Oh no. Of course, if I have to, I will go to the auxiliary camera, which means I'll have to sacrifice my mouse for the light that I have, because my lighting here in my room here is not bright, really. I don't know why I'm doing this weird accent. I'll stop. Let me turn off my camera just so I can... Okay. I think we're good. My camera was having the hiccups. All right, let's go to the bottom of the first, and we'll see what the Guardians lineup can do against Wade Miley, who, if you remember, famously had a no-hitter against the Guardians. This is his second stint with the Reds. Now, originally, it was supposed to be Hunter Green, but alas, he got hurt. Me and my brother go into the game on Wednesday. What's up, Eric? Hope Mother Nature behaves for you. Hope she, doesn't have it rain or something, knowing how Mother Nature is, especially at this time of year. What's up, OGT? Now, some people that are new to the channel, you're like, so do you hate the Reds or no? I don't really consider them much of a rival. So here again, here's the lineup. It's Kwan, Thomas, Ramirez, Fry, Santana, Arias, Jonathan Rodriguez, Bo Naylor, and Angel Martinez. Also, almost forgot to mention, when they brought up Lane Thomas, they sent Will Wilson down to AAA. So that's another good move. Here's the first pitch from Wade Miley. Now we have pitch count issues, so they got to fix it. I think the last outing for Wade, he only went like 2 innings. So now Stevenson has to go get that situation resolved. Classic. My dogs are barking, of course. 1 start, 18 ERA, 2 innings, and a .500 opponent average. Had a no-hitter on May 7th, 2021. Pitch. And the first pitch popped up. Lovely way to start, Steven. Lovely way to start. Don't even take a pitch. So we get a defensive alignment. You have Will Benson, Friedel, and Fraley in the outfield. Espinal, De La Cruz, Matt McClain, CES, and then Tyler Stevenson around the horn. Of course, Tyler is in the squat. First pitch to Lane Thomas is a strike, coming off another IL stint. This one was for plantar fasciitis in his foot. 3 RBIs in 17 games. He's had 2 separate IL stints. He literally came off the IL for a little bit, got hit in the wrist. Remember, he got hit in the wrist, I think, was it opening week or something? Opening month of the year. He got hit in the wrist, tried to play, couldn't do it. They put him on the IL. He came back, got plantar fasciitis, went back on the IL, and now here we are again. He's back. This dude's turning into Tyler Naquin. 9 home runs against Cincinnati in 35 games, 26 RBIs. And there's a piece hit right beyond the glove of the second baseman. I think that was McClain. So, hey, how about that? Hey, base hit. Hey. Just beyond the glove of, I think that was Matt McClain. So, just beyond the reach. And now here's the always dangerous Jose Ramirez, who homered a few games ago against Houston, batting right-handed. Pitch. Oh, throw to first. I was like, no way, this dude's really going to steal on this first hit of the game. No, he didn't steal. No. Not against the lefty. Pitch. Strike. 87 from Miley. Of course, the Guardians have faced a steady parade of lefties lately. 62 games, 333 average, 12 homers, 31 RBIs. Ball in the dirt. That's where you steal if you're laying. A ball in the dirt. Making Stevenson have to dig it out and throw. Right-handed, he's got 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Most of it, again as a lefty. Pitch. Ball 2. I got no spoiling, guys. There's Tito. 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Teams are going to do this so much more now. And I'll land here and say Wade Miley will not throw a no-hitter. Well, he's not going to throw a no-hitter now. Obviously not. 3-1. Throw to first. Got back in time. That is now the second time he can do that. He can't do it no more. Do not be shocked if Lane tries to steal here. And if you're going to steal, I swear to God, you better get it. 3-1. He takes off. And J-Ram bloops it into center. And that's out number 2. Trying to do a hit and run. J-Ram. What are we doing? Here's David Fry. Recently returned from the IL. Had, I believe it was elbow surgery. So he's back. But he can't play the field, though. Fouls it off. He did hit a home run against the Astros last series. That was good to see. It was actually, I think, the game that I streamed, mind you. Ball. And yeah, he steals easily. Goes to second. Lane Thomas with his first steal off the IL. Something that he hasn't really had a chance to do much because he hasn't been on base much. Beautiful steal. The ball wasn't even close. No chance on that one. Runner in scoring position. Fouls it off. I think J-Ram is more dangerous as a lefty compared to a righty. I know some people say his power is as a righty, but he's more dangerous as a lefty because he doesn't have to deal with that freaking 19-foot wall in left. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Okay. Freaking late. Okay. Well, at least we're not getting no hit. Top of the second coming up. Scoreless. Oh, wow. Rays made a parlay. Water is wet. Angels money line, Brewers plus 1.5. Mariners money line, Phillies money line. Houday says, let's go Reds. Wade Miley isn't normally in our lineup, so you guys might win. I mean, depends on what Guardians show up today. Because if the Guardians team that we saw yesterday shows up, I like our chances. But if the Guardians team that shows up, if the Guardians team shows up that we saw the first 2 games, really, yeah, I don't know about that. Raku wants Dashy to crash out. You guys should see my DMs with Arku. This dude. It's so funny. Dashy will post something on Twitter. It's my DMs. Dashy's like #1 hater. If we win today, I'm going to call him Wade Money. Baseball is the hardest sport. Yeah, it is. I mean, you think it's easy until you have to try to swing a bat. Oh, now my freaking thing's crashing out on me. Fubo. This is what I hate about Fubo TV. It freaking crashes. Not crashes, but it lags. It buffers. It buffers. Let me get rid of Twitter. Maybe that'll ease the pressure off of it. Baseball is the hardest sport. Very much. There's a look at the broadcasters today. Wait, are they in a different spot today? Hanging out in the Terrace Club, I think. Down the left field line. That's different. They're not in their normal spot. I was like, they're not usually behind glass? Okay. So top 2 here. Here's Encarnacion Strand leading off. Straight. Yeah, I have to use Fubo because, of course, they're not on TV for me. The TV provider I have just has had a generational beef with the Guardians, apparently. They didn't like them. 0-2. Pitch. Grounder foul. Encarnacion Strand, 229 average on the year. They got the Phillies game right now on MLB tonight, so I'm gonna be watching that a little bit here. 0-2 pitch. Outside. Turner. Oh, it's against the Cubs. Cubs up 1-0. Matthew Boyd. Sure would have kept him, man. Oh, well, here's the 1-2 coming to Encarnacion Strand. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's 2 down. Or 2 Ks now already on the evening. I've seen Karam on the stream. No, he's cool with OGT. He's cool with Ohio Game Talks. It's Dashy that Karam has a thing for, has a beef with. First pitch. Tyler Stevenson up high, ball 1. 5 home runs, 16 RBIs in 29 games for Stevenson. 240 average, 322 on base percentage. 1-0 from Ortiz. Did he go? They say no. They don't even show the first base off. They just make you assume. 2-0 count for Stevenson. 2-0. Fouls it off. 1-2. Off the netting. Ortiz, though, like Ortiz has some nice ass stuff. Like his pitches are nice, but he's had some trouble at times, especially early in the year. 2-1 coming from Ortiz. Ah, there's a strike. 96. Come on, Luis, put him away. Put them away. If I ever see Steele Jackson or like Yinzer Mac in the chat, I'm gonna have to ask them. Was Luis like this with you guys? 2-2 pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. Struck him out. Went a little too far, and there's 2 down here in the top of the second. Dashy is an inspiration to us all. Clearly, you're trolling. Okay. They got Slider hanging out with the broadcasters. Rick Manning, Matt Underwood, hanging out in the newly reopened Terrace Club area. If you see in my background, up and then down the third base third base line, the part where the tarp is, that's where they're hanging out tonight. 1-0. Ball. That's where they're hanging out tonight. All right, 2-0 pitch coming to Will Benson. This umpire really wants to see the world burn, doesn't he? Okay. Okay, ump. Can't see me. 3-0 pitch to Benson. There. Oh my God, umpire brother. Are you serious? This umpire needs to freaking get his eyes checked, brother. Do I need to make an appointment with the eye doctor? Because my God, 2 straight strikes. Do your arms work, my dude? So there's your first base runner. And here's Espinal. Strike. Oh, that's a strike. Okay. I said before, guys, some of these umpires, they have that funky ass freaking zone. Like you're drawing a country's borders. Tell you. 12 RBIs on the year for Espinal. Here's the 0-1. Strike. Believe it or not, he actually has yet to homer. Just crazy in June. With runners on, he's got a 297 average. Bases empty, he's got a under 200 average, about 186. 0-2 to Espinal. The pitch. Popped it out of play. Behind home plate. Oh, 2 count. Here's the 0-2 coming. Lines it into right field. And that'll be the first actual hit. So they got 2 on with 2 out. I usually ride with Dashy. We support a couple of the same teams, but he posted some thing about LeBron kicking fans out on his community post as if those fans... Oh, courtside. Yeah. All right, here's Jake Fraley. First pitch ball. Come on, Luis. Don't freaking crash and burn now, bro. Doing so well, but that dumb umpire had to freaking ruin everything. Of course. 4 homers, 12 RBIs for Fraley. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Got baited by the 85 mile per hour. I'm guessing that was a changeup or something. My God. Fraley batting 196 on the year. There's Arias hanging out behind Benson. Here's the 1-1 from Ortiz. Checks the runner. Throws the second. And he got back in time. It was close, but he got back. I mean, Gabe didn't even really try to put a tag on him. It was more or less just to keep Benson back at second. There's Tito again. They'll be showing him countless times, I'm sure, during the series. Again, all the Reds got to do is win a game in this series, and they get the Ohio Cup trophy. Whoop-de-doo. 1-1. Pitch. Ball. That umpire's going to cause this dude to crash and burn. And it's like, well, umpire doesn't know his own strike zone. These umpires be out there squeezing the hell out of my pitchers, man. My God. They'd be squeezing them, wringing them dry. 2-1. Strike. And oh, he's safe, but it's a strike. Gabe thinks he might have got him. The throw was kind of bad, though. It kind of bounced. I think he probably would have got him if the throw didn't bounce. It would have helped if Gabe had lowered his glove to the ground. He would have had him if he had his glove to the ground. But his glove was kind of just levitating there. If he would have put it on the ground, he would have got him. But I think he would have had to really get down to do that. 2-2 to Fraley. Fouls it off. I need to know who this umpire is. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm going to do it between innings so I don't get spoiled. 2-2 to Fraley. Grounder. Gets through. And runners are at the corner. Oh, 1-0. Good job, umpire. I blame this umpire 1,000%. Because, simply put, this inning should be over, but umpire can't freaking see his own hands in front of his face. And that lets the Reds score. Happened to us against the Yankees, too. Umpire squeezed the hell out of Bybee and... Was it Bybee? Yeah, I think it was. Tanner or Logan. He squeezed one of our pitchers pretty much and led to runs scoring. Because he doesn't know his own strike zone. Here's Matt McClain. Runners on the corners. 2 out. Strike. This umpire needs to be investigated. Oh, 1. Go to first. Got back in time. But yeah, they would have got Benson at second if only Arias put his glove on the dirt. Here comes the 0-1, the McClain, the 9-hitter. The pitch. Chopper. Playable. Throw to first, and they got him, and the inning's over. But not before they scored a run because, simply put, this umpire can't see his hand in front of his face. He clearly has eyesight issues or something, or he's got an agenda. He's one of those guys. He has an agenda. Pretty clear. Let's see who the umpire is today. Let's see who the old umpire is today. Take a look, shall we? Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Man, that show was goated. NFL refs or MLB umpires? MLB umpires are pretty bad, though, because, as we've seen, one call can literally change a game. There we go. One call can literally change a game. Umpires, I mean, refs, okay, they miss a call here and there, but yeah. Dogs clearly don't like it either. All right. I don't know what the hell is going on out there, mate. Dogs always causing havoc. I tell you. All right. Let's see. Umpires. James Jean. Who the hell is that? At home plate, Todd Tichenor at first, Nestor Ceja at second, and Adam Hamarias at third. All right. Okay. So some random James Jean. James Jean is not my umpire. He's just a bum who can't see his head in front of his face. Balls or strikes. First pitch is ball to Santana. 1-0 count. Pitch. Oh, ball 2. 2-0. Strike. 2-1 coming to Santana. 3-1. Come on, Lois, give me a walk. Give me a vintage walk Tana. 3-1. And a 5-pitch walk. A 5-pitch walk for the guards, and let's see if they can do something with it. Injury report, Austin Hayes, 10-day IL with a right groin. And Hunter Green, of course, 15-day IL with a left foot injury. All right, so here's Gabriel Arias. The many nicknames I have for him include Ari Ass, Triple Arias. Those are the main two. 0-1. High ball. 1-1 count to Gabe. He's actually played a little bit better the last couple games, really. 1-1 to Gabe. Ball 2. 4 home runs, 25 RBIs, 306 on base, 242 average. Fouls it off. 2-2 count for Arias. Again, all the Reds have to do is win a game, and there's a swing and a miss. Struck him out because he's a bum. He's a bum. Freaking hate Arias, dude. Like I think I said this before. It's like with him, he'll be ass. You start hating him. You say he stinks. He'll get good, then you start praising him, and then he sucks again. Here's Johnny Rodriguez, first pitch ball. Recently called up when they sent John Kenzie Noel down. 1 for 8 on the season in 5 games. So he doesn't play much, safe to say. He got his first hit of the season last night, or yesterday, against the Astros. In his return to the league, to the major league lineup. Ball 3. Oh, wow. 3-0? Ball. Oh, it's a strike. It's a strike for him, but not for my guy. Okay. Okay. It's more of a ball than the one that Luis Ortiz threw earlier. 3-1. Liner double play. Nope. Yep, double play. Only this loser ass team can hit into a atom ball double play. I tell you. This team is such a bunch of losers, dude. Only they can hit into an atom ball double play. A line out. Bunch of feeble noodle bats, man. And yet they won't call up our best hitters. Right? They'll continue to keep calling up the scrubby noodle bats. But man, we want to see Chase DeLauder. We want to see CJ Kafis, right? We want to see the guys who can rake. No, don't do that. No. Even now. Where's Kyle Manzardo at? Oh, let's sit him for Johnny Rodriguez. The tricky thing is, you got to play Los, and you pretty much got to play David Fry. So there's no spot for Kyle. Because he can't play the outfield. You damn sure ain't putting Santana in the outfield. I think Carlos has only played the outfield 1 time in his career, and that was during the World Series run. They had him playing in left field. Back then, of course, he had the pitcher hitting. I can't understand we developed pitching so well and yet the hitting is yet so poor. It's the way it's been for a while. If we had a hitting lab, we'd be so good with the pitching lab that we have. We haven't really been good hitters consistently in a while. Last year, I liked what we did. We were mashing, hitting homers, and we looked good. But this year, it's like they just, I don't even know what to say. Words literally cannot describe my thoughts right now. 6:40 first pitch tomorrow, and then 1:10 on Wednesday. Again, there's the broadcasters, Rick Manning, Matt Underwood, doing the game call from the suites in left down the third base side. First pitch is fouled off by Friedel. It should be 0-0, but of course, this umpire, James Jean, can't see freaking 10 feet in front of him. Called 2 strikes balls. 0-1. Strike. But yeah, Friedel 0 for 1. 0-2 count. There's Stephen Kwan out there in left field. There's JRM at third, looking intently, waiting for the pitch. The 0-2 coming to Friedel, and we have time. All right. Luis will reset here. 0-2 count coming to Friedel. Pitch. Liner foul. It'll be interesting to see how the Guardians do the second time through the order, though. Especially with the way our lineup has been. They don't usually get you in the first time through. I want to see what we do the second time through, though. 0-2. Pitch. Fouls it off. Going 90. I'm going to need Luis to turn it up to like 99 again and just buzz one right past him. There's a look at the crowd sitting in the newer blue seats in the lower section. 0-2 to Friedel. Pitch. Friedel. High drive, right field, and it is gone. Okay, Luis, come on now. Yeah, this dude. Okay. All right, Luis. Of course. Okay. This team is so done, dude. They're not serious. They're not. Well, and meanwhile, I'm sitting there, there's one person that I would wish that could buy the Guardians. It's the guy who owns the team next door. Because I know one thing about Dan Gilbert. He wouldn't let this team be like this. To him, you give him a team in a league with no salary cap, man, he'd have us looking like the damn Padres. Because I think the Padres are like a smaller market team. Yeah, he threw it right in the nitro zone. At least you're better than that, bro. And this is coming after he freaking blanked the Yankees. Of course. 0-2. Fouls it off. So what is this now? My third stream I've done that the opposing team has scored first? Since I've started coming back doing games? Ridiculous, man. 0-2 deluxe. Ball. 46 pitches now for Luis. Two pitch. Ball. See, now Luis is off his game. All stems from that first inning. Oh my God. 2-2 to Lux. Ball 3. Luis, are you serious right now? Are you serious, Luis? Clearly you're not. Not being a serious pitcher right now. Not at all. Payoff pitch. Swing and foul. Low key swung up ball 4. Gotta keep checking my camera. If Dan was the corner, we would have kept Lindor. Probably. He would have kept Lindor too. Yeah, he probably would have. Payoff pitch. Fly ball. Left field. Kwan will camp underneath it, make the catch, and oh my God, we finally got an out. First out of the inning. Man. But if there's one thing about the Reds, they have been addicted to blowing leads lately. Never forget that game against the Cubs. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. Strike 1. Ellie also 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Top of the third, 2-0. Reds. Here's the 0-1. Grounder. That gets through, base hit. Now they're going to start pounding everything against Ortiz. Okay. Now he's going to steal, because that's what he's going to do. Hey, Bo, how about you call a better game, dude? Seriously. Bo needs to call better games. Behind the dish. Oh, Bo. Here's Encarnacion Strand. Chopper fouled it. Cut off the catcher's chest plate. That would have broke a rib if that plate wasn't there. Must be fun being a catcher. Having a dude throw a little ball at almost 100 miles per hour at you. 225 average, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs on the year for CES. Struck out his first time up. De La Cruz at first. Here's the 0-1. Go to first. Oh, okay. Got to keep an eye on him. I wouldn't feel too bad. Oh, yeah, we can probably get him if he tries to steal, but Gabriel Arias is like, brr. So I don't trust him. Knowing Gabe's lazy ass, he'd probably forget where the ball was and let it go into the outfield. 0-1. Opted out of play. 0-2. Come on, strike him out here. Again, there's the today's broadcast on I guess Guardians TV, taking place in the suites down the third base side. Must be nice. 0-2. The pitch from Ortiz. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And there's 2 down here in the top of the third. Of course, Reds, Pirates fans, Guardians fans, all the small market teams can agree when you have an elite player and he starts raking and cooking, you know the big leagues are the big market teams always be looking at him like, oh, that's a nice play you got there. Tick tock. Tick tock. Especially when it comes to Paul Skeens for the Pirates. I think Ellie De La Cruz possibly for the Reds. Tick tock. Pitch. Ball. I say that because Dodgers, Yankees, Astros, those teams, big market teams, Angels, knowing how they spend, they would love to have a guy like Paul Skeens or Ellie De La Cruz or even O'Neill Cruz. 1-0. Ball. Oh my God, this umpire, dude. He's squeezing the hell out of freaking Luis, man. Come on, dude. Zone is the tightest zone ever, brother. My God. Grounder. Throws the first, and they play it from third over to Santana to get the out. My camera never frozen. Oh my God. What the hell is. I'm taking a picture of that. What the hell? Oh my God. What the heck just happened, brother? My camera froze on me doing the ah. Oh my goodness. On the bright side, we got out of it. So, bottom third coming up, down 2-0. Let's see if the Guardians can get a little something cooking here. Knowing the Guardians, they'll go 1, 2, 3, 3. Tracy thought you're always so negative about your team. They make me that way. They make me that way. Could you imagine if I was a Dodger fan right now? Man, I'd be loving life. Excuse me. Pirates fan? Ah, I would never put myself through that stuff. My God. I feel bad for all the Pirates fans. Because I have a couple friends on Twitter who are Pirates fans. I feel bad for them. Well, on YouTube especially. On YouTube / Twitter, I guess. The YouTube, yeah. Steve Jackson, Yenzer Mack. Might be a couple others too, but those are the main two. I feel bad for them, dude. They got to deal with freaking that garbage over there. You get Paul Skeens, you get O'Neal Cruz, a couple of generational players, and they're not going to be good for a while. I fear. So here's Bo Naylor leading off here in the bottom of the third. A half RBI plus 215 for over. So 1 RBI at least, and under minus 145. If you guys didn't see earlier, as I'm clearing out my notifications on my phone, Nick Chubb went to the Texans officially today. So Wade Miley ready for the bottom of the third. See like little bugs flying around in the air. Those aren't midges as far as I know. Pitch to one of the only lefties in the lineup besides Stephen Kwan. 8 home runs, 18 RBIs, and 49 games for Bo. Grounder. Run, boy, run. Goes all the way to the backstop, and he's going to take off for second. Wow. Well, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. It looked like it was a routine ground out. Miley was doing the Blues Clues, struck over the first. First baseman got it to him, but then the ball sipped right past his glove, and it went to the backstop. He just straight up missed it. He threw it behind Miley, and it goes to the backstop. So just like that, the Guardians have a runner in scoring position with the top of the order coming up now. Stevenson had to go talk to Miley about something, because now you get the top of the order. And of course, if anyone knows Stephen Kwan and J-Ram, it's Terry Francona. There's Bo on second. I'd love to see us bring him home. That's right, we got Ana Martinez, and then you get the top of the order. That's right. Sorry, I forgot about Ana Martinez. First pitch is a ball. Forgot about Angel Martinez. How dare I forget about him? 4 home runs, 22 RBIs, and 50 games for Angel. Strike. Batting .234 on the year. He's honestly been solid. When Lane was out, he was in the 2 hole. Now they got him in the 9th hole. Pitch. Liner, field base hit. It's going to come around. He will score, showing off the luscious locks. And that is an RBI single for Angel Martinez. Hell yeah. That's what I'm freaking talking about. See, just take it what he gives you. Let's go. Talk about a response, right? Make them pay for that dumbass error. Just lines it into left, easy peasy, and he'll get, look at that. Bo Naylor losing the helmet. And now what? Oh, they're keeping an eye on Martinez at first. I don't think Martinez is much of a stealer, but I'm sure he could do it if he really, really, really wanted to. But Stephen Kwan at the dish. Come on, Stephen. Strike. Come on, guys. Let's add some more here. Hopped out his first time up. 5 home runs, 22 RBIs, 313 average for Stephen Kwan. Tried to bunt, pulled back. 1-1 count for Stephen. Remember last year, or like when he first came up, there was a stretch of like a couple months where he did not strike out. 1-1. Outside 2-1. He's a hard-ass dude to get out when he's locked in. He's got that Santana eye going. 2-1. 3-1. He's very hard to get out because he has that elite knowledge of the plate. There's Kyle Manzardo and Nolan Jones hanging with Shane Bieber. 3-1. The pitch. Strike. Okay, full count. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Count now for Stephen. Hopped him up again. Stephen pushed the ball out. Oh, wait. Nope, it's gonna be caught. You never know with these guys these days. You never know. It looks like, oh, this is going to be a catch, and then it poops out of their glove. But I wish these guys would just simply get a base hit like Angel did. But here's Lane Thomas, a single and a stolen base. 3 RBIs on the year, 133 average for the Lane train. First game back from injury. Pitch. Outside ball. I just hate that because he had him on a 3-1 or 3-2 count, and he probably would have struck out anyway, but he pops up. Pitch. Ball. 2-0 count to Lane. Kind of worried about Lane with that foot, though. Running the bags. 2-0. The pitch. Low 3-0. Here we go again with another 3-0 count. J-Ram on deck. Definitely not a guy you want to have on coming to the plate with multiple runners on. Need Lane to get a base hit. And ball 4. 2 on, 1 out, and here comes the most dangerous hitter on the team, Jose Ramirez. And hopefully Jose understands the assignment. Don't need to go yard here, but just get a base hit. Entering the night, he's 3rd in average in the AL, tied for 4th in hits, tied for 7th in runs, 3rd in slugging percentage, and multi-hit games. First pitch, strike. He also has a on-base streak to keep going, too. I think it's like 30-some games now. 2 home runs with runners in scoring position, 19 RBIs, and there's a base hit. Here comes Martinez to plate. He will score, and they got J-Ram in a rundown. But they're going to go to 3rd. Now they're going to get Lane in a rundown. Okay, well, runner scores. We're tied. I think J-Ram got a little too aggressive there. I think he was also probably trying to draw a throw, but again, there's going oppo. Not see him go oppo often, but this game is now tied at 2. Okay. Not gonna get mad. It's just they're getting a little over aggressive. Got to stop running ourselves in the outs on the bases. But you still have J-Ram on second, though. But so 9-game hitting streak, 35 on game, 35 game on base streak. Swing and a miss for David Fry. That's what kills me. It's like these guys run themselves in the outs so many times. I don't know if he thought the runner was going to go to 3rd. Pitch. Fouls it off. I don't know if Lane thought he was going to go to third. Lane should have just stayed at second. I think he was probably getting pushed by J-Ram because J-Ram, he's always pushing. He's always pushing for extra bases. It's the way he is. 1-2 to David Fry. Oh no, you hit David Fry. You shall pay for that, you bum. You will pay for that, you scrub. This is definitely not the inning that Reds fans have wanted. Had a 2-0 lead, and then the leadoff, I guess, botch that put Bo on second. Now you have runners on first and second. Good crowd on hand for this game. On third, North Coast Social, standing room only tickets on sale now for anyone who wants to go watch the Guardians. Yeah. It's going to be like the Phillies having games hanging out with the fans. I dare them to do the broadcast from down the third or first base side. No, they would never do that. They're just hanging out up there in the suite. Weird spot though, but okay. All right. Here's Carlos. Runner takes off. And he's easily in at third. The throw was not even close. But J-Ram's going to steal. I mean, come on. They tried to throw, and third baseman wasn't even anywhere near the bag. 19th stolen bag of the year for J-Ram. Base hit gives us the lead. And you have a guy with an elite eye at the plate. 0-1 count for Santana. The pitch. Ball. I'd steal second. Nah, David Fry can't really run. I mean, he can run, but he's not as fast. He's not fleet-footed, so I don't know. Santana walked his first time up. It's the 1-1 pitch. Strike. That's a strike. Okay, buddy. Okay. Is Chubb washed? Not really? Maybe. I don't know. Hard to say. Pitch. Liner up the middle, and J-Ram scores 3-2 Guardians. I love this right now. And that'll, again, runners at first and third. Yeah, Fry and J-Ram switch spots. First and third, 3-2 Guardians. It's been a nightmare inning for the Reds. The inning continues. Pitch is up the middle. Uh-oh, watch out. They're going to throw. Okay, they got Arias, who had to just hit it right at the dude, pretty much. He tried to be like, I'm going to slip it past the second baseman. Ass. You don't have that kind of luck, buddy. But what an inning. We entered the inning down 2-0. We get out of the inning up 3-2. Top of the fourth coming up. And that's how good this lineup can be. Bo Naylor got it going. Although it looked like he grounded out. The first baseman threw it past Wade Miley, kind of behind him. Ball goes to the backstop. He goes to second. Martinez plugs it in the left field. Yeah, see right there. See, that's what happened. Lane Thomas kind of got pushed to go to third by J-Ram. And then J-Ram ended up stealing third, and then the inning continued. Yeah, that's how good this team can be. But now we got to hold this lead. That's always been a trouble spot for us lately at times. Holding leads. My dog is throwing a temper tantrum for some reason. Don't know why. Most walks. Schwarber 45. Wow. Oh, base hit for the Phillies. Byron Shot says we kept the wrong Naylor. The thing is, though, Josh Naylor was on an expiring contract. And from what I understand, they weren't going to extend him. So, yeah. He would have been gone this year anyway. At least we got something for him. And now they're eating food in the suite area where the broadcast is. I don't know what that is. It looks like some sort of bacon, egg, and cheese thing. Pitch to Benson is a strike. This is now the second inning or so, that second time in 2 starts that Luis Ortiz will be pitching with a lead. See how long this lasts, though. Hopefully he locks in. Whoops it into left. That's a base hit. I say that and then he gives up a hit. Got to get Miley out of there. He's unraveling. Need a double play right here. There's Andre Knott back in the dugout. What the hell has he got? A turkey leg? Oh, God. If I had the volume on, I'd have to hear this dude eat, and he's going to do a mukbang food review. Impromptu food review with Andre Knott. Yeah. You come for the baseball game, and you come to watch the baseball game on here, and that does look good, though. Holy crap. No. He looks like a food reviewer. No. Hey, can we watch the game? I don't really care about our no damn food review. Andre Knott should do food review. He should make his own YouTube channel and do food reviews. Make bank. Strike. You would legit make bank doing that. Do like a stadium food review thing. Series. Make bank off of that. He already makes a lot because he's the Guardians, reporter. But still. Espinal. Strike. 1-2 count. The 7-hitter. Need us to get back to the freaking plate so we can continue adding runs. 12 RBIs on the year, 243 average. He singled his first time up. 1-2. Outside. 2-2 count. Come on, Luis. Get real, brother. Damn, the Phillies got bases loaded, nobody out. Wow, okay. Matthew Boyd got to work out of a jam there. 2-2. The pitch. Grounder. Double play. There's 1. There's 2. Let's go. Hell yeah. Took a little time to get that going, but that's good. Is the man always hyping up this mid team? It's funny though. I will say, I'm not even going to say I hate his food reviews. It's just so funny. This team will be in the midst of like a serious ass game, and you'll see him just on the side, just. I'd love to have that job. Get to talk to the players every day and occasionally eat ballpark food. I mean, damn, that's a life right there. He's living a life. 0-1 count to Fraley. Outside, high, ball 1. Oh, yeah, ball 1. Up 4. Guardians up 3-2. Here's the 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One-two pitch. This is the 69th pitch of the evening for Luis. And he hits this one to right. And it's gone. And Luis, damn, bro. That's not nice. Look at my freaking camera froze again. And this game is now tied. Because Luis is throwing meatballs. Juicy meatballs, yes. Nice and juicy. 3-3 now. So much for getting out of the inning. That's funny. But again, throwing a meatball right over the freaking meat of the zone. Meat. That was not a nice 69th pitch. Here's Matt McClain. His pitch always just comes right over. Second time a lefty's taking him deep. Don't do that to lefties, though. That's the thing, man. Come on. 1-0. Hopped him up. Playable. Does he know where it is? Yes, he does, and he gets the out. Not before he had to give up a solo shot to tie the game back up at 3. They go to the 4th. Bottom of the 4th. Tied at 3. Of course. That's the second time I've seen a pitch literally go back over the plate. I think that might have been the same type of pitch, too. Like, hey, Luis, stop doing that. Just stop trying to do that stuff, right? It starts off in and then it curves a little too far over the plate, right into his meat zone. You don't want to throw a pitch in the schmeat zone. Hell no. Because it gets pulverized. Unless you get lucky and they like swing on top or underneath it. Then you just beat it into the ground. Luckily, it was only a solo shot. But you start giving up multiple, then it starts to hurt. I don't know why ESPN is so slow. It's just the way it is. This team irritates me to no end. Just had one of the better innings I've seen. Score 3 runs. Of course, we had to run ourselves into a couple outs. 8 out. First pitch to J-Rod, taken for a ball. Now what are we doing here? Just talking to Stevenson about something. Okay, they're all set. There's Bo on deck, the number 7 hitter, and then you have Angel at 9. A 1-0. Ball 2. Lopez. Otto Lopez. Off of Burrows. 2-0 to J-Rod. 3-0. Oh, barely got out, too. 3-0. Strike. Okay. Bottom 4 here in Cleveland, and now we have a timeout here. Okay, he's ready. 3-1. All 4. Leadoff walk for Miley, and we go to Bo Naylor, who technically grounded out, but first baseman missed Miley, missed Miley on the throw, the flip, and it went to the backstop. Here's the pitch. Chopper fouls it off. Bo Naylor homered, I believe, yesterday. So, yeah, infield single and a run. 8 homers, 18 RBIs for Mr. Naylor. 192 average. Nobody out, 1 on, thanks to the walk to J-Rod. A 1-0-1 pitch. Strike. My fear is that we keep letting Miley off the hook and he'll lock in, and then he's at 63 pitches, though. 0-2. Fouls it off. It's funny, they'll let Bo Naylor hit against lefties, but not Nolan or Kyle. But it's tough because you got other guys you want to play. That's a tough situation to be in. There's Stephen Vogt looking on at the dugout. 0-2 coming to Bo. Pitch. Oh, another damn double play, huh? Another liner double play. Because these guys don't know how to push the ball past the infield. They hit it right to him. Like there's a magnet in the dude's glove. Right at him. Fried bologna sandwich. Available at Terrace Hall, 4th floor, left field. Like anybody really needs to know that. Like they really put a graphic up saying fried bologna sandwich. North Coast Social. That's cool. I like that little area up there. And there's a grounder to De La Cruz. Throws him out. And it's technically a 1-2-3 inning. Guardians go feeble. Here in the bottom of the 4th, we go to the 5th. Tied at 3. Of course. You can never really ask too much from the bottom of the order. As always. See what's going on Twitter right now. I'm actually waiting for a Buckeye commitment to be announced. Because Hayes Fawcett, who does recruiting for On3, actually posted another Buckeye Ohio State GIF, which means there's a commitment coming. But he didn't say when. It'd be cool if he did, but nah. He makes us wait. Yep, they love to do that to us. Make us wait all day. Like, I don't even know if it's even happening today. It might happen tomorrow. I don't even know who the heck it could even be, though. Hmm. Huh. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out here in a moment soon enough, I'm sure. Eventually. And now there's Andre Knott chilling out there in the same area as the broadcast. You know, if there's food involved, he's going to be around it. Okay, let's show the menu and get in the way of these people trying to enjoy the game. Don't stand in the aisleway or anything. First pitch is a ball. So yeah, both pitchers kind of ran into some trouble lately. Up 5. Pretty good crowd on hand for this one tonight. 1-0 pitch. Strike to Friedel. I think this is like the 3rd time he's started off an inning. Grounded out and then a solo shot to get him on the board early. And there's a liner to right. Base hit again. Dude, Luis is not fooling these guys at all anymore. He's just not fooling them at all. These are starters really fooling these guys. If you really think about it. So another leadoff base runner for the Reds. Here's Lux, 0 for 2. Fly ball and foul. 3rd base side. Could really go for another one of them double plays here. 2 flyouts for Lux. The DH tonight. Here's the 0-1. Inside ball. Oh, Chris Sale. Oh, okay. Oh, that game just started. Okay. Chris Sale against Milwaukee. Love that. 1-1. Go to first. Gets back in time. And then they throw him out. Damn, they tried Churio running on the Braves. Are you serious? If it's ballsy to try that. No surprise it failed. 1-1 from Luis. The pitch to Lux. Strike. Again, that pitch just keeps coming right back. The 2 homers he's given up were that kind of pitch that came back, but it went into the meat zone. Came back a little too much. Veered a little too far to the right. 1-2 to Lux. The pitch. Grounder. Base hit. Come on, dude. This dude stinks now. He's not fooling anybody. Now it's 1st and 3rd with nobody out. This loser ain't fooling anybody anymore. I mean, it's, again, pitch comes right back into the meat zone. Hey, Bo, how about you try to maybe get, induce ground outs? And here comes Sleepy Carl to go talk to him. These guys want to lose the freaking trophy, don't they? I mean, I guess if there was a year to get us, it'd be this year. That's funny. They got Festa warming up in the pen. It's Ellie De La Cruz. Pitch. They got it on TV now. So I'm going to take this off. There we go. 0-1 count for De La Cruz. Pitch. Calls it off. That thing was a damn rocket. My God. Tito's over there looking at dude's bat from earlier, I guess. I don't know what the heck that was all about. Runners at the corners, 0-2. Coming to De La Cruz. Pitch. And a miss. Fuck him out. That's huge. Oh, that is a huge out, number 1. And double play gets us out of the inning. Went up top for that one. And he swung way underneath that pitch. But again, we're not out of danger yet. Leody Tavares designated for assignment. Okay. Here's Encarnacion Strand. 0 for 2. Pitch. Fly ball. This will probably not get the job done as Quan has a mighty good arm. And he's going to try it. And he's up by a mile, but the ball doesn't get there. And then they try to get the runner at first, and he gets back in time. What was these throws, man? They would have had him at freaking home, but the freaking ball broke. The ball took a big old bump in the freaking dirt. It was a great throw. He should have went to the cutoff man. The ball freaking hit Friedel. The ball hit Friedel on his way home. I would have went to the cutoff man. These guys just absolutely... Saying Quan has a noodle arm as he was about to throw out Friedel. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it hit off of, it looked like it hit off of Friedel or something there. I would have went to the cutoff man. Yeah, hit off his hand. Off his left hand. So a runner scores because just the derpiest crap ever. Here's Tyler Stevenson. Fouls it off. It'd be great if Luis Ortiz wasn't just throwing meatballs left and right now. That'd be great. See, that's why I would have thrown it to Ramirez, because if he gets it to Ramirez, dude's out by a mile. If that's a cleaner throw, he's out by a mile. If that throw doesn't even get to the dirt, doesn't touch the ground at all, he's out by a mile. Of course, it hit off of a dude's hand, so yeah. 4-3 Reds. And once again, Luis Ortiz is a bum bum. Oh well. Got to get out of this though. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out for Stevenson. Here's the 2-1. Ball. Luis, buddy, all your pitches do is they go whip, 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 whip. That's like his thing. Stupid. 3-1 coming to Stevenson. Pitch. Grounds it off, foul. Full count. Ortiz is not fooling these guys. But he's not fooling these guys at all. Ah, Luis. Luis. Wasn't even a bad throw. It was just, it went off of Friedel's glove. It hit off his hand. Payoff pitch. Grounder. Snagged. Throw it out. And it bounces. Oh my God, dude. These guys throw to third. These guys can't even execute routine ground out plays. Get the clown music going. Do 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 do. Routine grounder. What does Martinez do? He buries it in the dirt. He buries it in the dirt. Runners at the corners again. Grim almost got him there at third too. And now that'll be it for Luis Ortiz, as Festa will come in to face Benson. Oh, way to help your pitcher out, guys. Way to help your pitcher out. This team is just bad. Reds fan calling us a circus. That's hilarious. Yeah. Nick Chubb in a Texans jersey. I don't want to see that. Makes my eyes burn. Okay. Ah. Insert the clip from that game against the Yankees when I turned on my ring light. Looks weird. Makes me sad. Now you know what's funny though? If the Reds win this game, hey Reds, congrats, you won a trophy. Congratulations, you won a trophy. The only trophy you're probably gonna have. And if I know the Guardians, they're probably gonna take it back next year. I mean, the Guardians have only had the trophy for what, damn near 10 years? You think at some point the Reds would grow a pair and take the trophy away, right? I mean, damn. You'd think at some point they would. So innings still going. I'm gonna turn the station here. Oh, they got Marlins. I can't watch that on Fox, can I? Awesome. Pitch is fouled off by Benson. This is gonna be fun. Yeesh. Mike Festa brought in, I think, like what was it, last month? Simply because they needed more arms. Made a small little trade for him. All right. 0-1 count to Benson. Ball. Runners on the corners because, you know, these guys couldn't simply just execute a simple ground out play to first. No. Martinez had to bury the damn ball in the dirt. Grounder, snagged. That one is caught for the out. So, after all that, nothing else happens. We go to the bottom of the fifth, down 4-3. But with how our lineup has looked against Miley so far, I think we can respond. We've had a knack for responding so far. Now, can we punch back? But you know what I would love here? Love a classic, like, first inning, right? An inning where we just keep getting hits and we bat around and we score like 5 runs. And I go to look at Dashy's stream and he's throwing things and, you know, he's got a hole in the wall and his camera's like all cracked up and he's raging and yelling and screaming and getting his face all up in the camera with his beard. What's up, Race? Like the video if you're a Guardians fan. If you're a non-Reds fan, that's cool too. I welcome fans of all teams here. As long as you don't troll, that's cool. We're all cool here. But if you start trolling, then we're going to have some problems. Just saying. We have multiple World Series and last one, 1990. But according to some Reds fans, you know, the most prestigious trophy ever is the Ohio Cup, apparently. I mean, it'd be the first trophy y'all have won since a lot of y'all were born. Was it now 35 years? Oh, the Guardians haven't won a World Series since 1948. Yeah, I know. Flexing a World Series, because I saw a video from a certain somebody flexing from his stream earlier. He was flexing the World Series from 35 years ago. So, of course, there's Andre not eating again. He seriously has the best job in the world. He could just go around and eat nonstop. All he does is eat. Oh my God. He has the best job in the world, like I said. Here's Stephen Kwan against Miley. Tries to pull a bunt, but he backs up. Oh my God. A pop out and a fly out for Steven. 0-1. Ball in the dirt. How much you want to bet he's going to pop out again here? He's eating ice cream, I think that is. And he's enjoying it. And a fly ball to left. And out of play. 1-2. Come on, Steven, get a base hit here. Let's run Miley ragged. That's funny. 1-2 count for Kwan. Pitch. Chopper up the middle. Tough play, and he got him because Kwan's not even running. He's like jogging. That's funny. Our freaking sideline reporter's over here just having the time of his life eating food. Like I said, our team be in the middle of like a freaking back and forth slugfest, and this dude's over here having a mukbang food review. Feeding his face. 0-1. High ball to Thomas. Got a base hit, and I believe he also walked. But he is 1-for-1. Pitch. Strike. J-Ram on deck. A single, a walk, and a stolen base. Ball 2. Two. Ball 3. Mukbang. Oh my God, Andre not. Here's the playoff pitch, and that's ball 4. And that is Lane Thomas's second walk of the night. There's O'Neal Cruz on my TV right now. I would not be shocked if Lane Thomas tries to steal again here. Pitch to J Ram. And he hits this one to left. Not deep enough. Caught by Benson. Thomas thought about going to second, but goes back to first. 2 down. Like I said, I think he's more dangerous as a lefty compared to a righty. He's still got power as a lefty, but as a righty, but he's more dangerous as a lefty at Progressive Field because he has to contend with a 19-foot wall in left field. And they got him. God, Lane. Now to retire the side because Lane Thomas just. This team just constantly gets themselves out on the bases. What they need to do is, during spring training, take classes on how to run the bases. Got caught napping, and then he gets out at the plate. So we go to the 6th, 4-3 Reds. You heard Lakers Daniel Gafford rumors? Be all right. Problem is they got to pay him because he wants money. I think he's got an extension coming up soon. So yeah, you want him, you're gonna have to pay him up. You got to pay him. This team just constantly gets themselves out in the most hilarious ways. I guess that's what happens when your offense is just so anemic and booty cheeks. You got to find other ways to manufacture runs. Wow. Just an unreal team overall. Like all the way up from starting all the way up at the top with the front office or the management, ownership, unserious. I will say I like the renovations to the stadium. Just sucks that they had to do renovations to an unserious team. Oh well. It is what it is. Meanwhile, our lovely southern reporters doing mukbangs. So here's Festa back out there for another inning, facing Espinal. 0-1 count. Top 6. Fly ball, foul. Out of play. Oh, 2 coming from Festa. Ball inside. 1-2 count. One, two. Fly ball and foul down the right side. But there again, there's Lane. Kind of took caught leaning a little too much. Got caught leaning. And that cost him. Looks like the Reds have someone warming in the bullpen. I don't know who that is. Might be Ashcraft. Throws. Got him. 1 down. So here's Jake Fraley, homered last time up. 2 for 2. Hits it to right. Base hit. Come on, dude. We're getting crushed by Jake Fraley. What are we doing here? And now they got Tim Herron warming up, which means Jacob Junis is probably not far behind. And for Guardians fans, when you see Jacob Junis on the mound, that means they're pretty much waving the white flag. They're not really, like, you're down by 1. You could easily put Cade out there or something. No. Jacob Junis. You will face Jacob Junis and you will like it. Wow, Brian Reynolds gaps one and the Pirates are going to score a couple runs. Must be nice. Wow, he's going to empty all the bases. Hey, yo. Is that a bases clearing triple for Brian Reynolds? Wow. Must be nice. Huh. That's funny. Go to first, and he got back in time. Wow. Here's the first pitch to McLean. And the ball hit the runner. Steal second with ease because freaking defense is ass. These guys literally cannot execute simple throws. What the heck was Angel doing? He had the glove way off to the side and Fraley kicked the glove off of Martinez. This team is so feeble. You can't even explain it. Pitch. Fouls it off. This team is just so feeble. Nolan doesn't really care, really. You know, because he knows that he's not the worst owner in the city because half of them exists. But yeah, 1-1 ball. But I mean, when you talk about best owner in the city, it's definitely Dan Gilbert by a country mile and then some. Problem is, Dan Gilbert owns a team that has a pretty restrictive salary thing right now. 2-1. Pinch. Swing and a miss. If Dan Gilbert owned the Guardians, it would be like a kid in a candy store. Pay as much as you want with no penalty for the most part. You know, he'd be so like, he'd be like a kid in a candy store. 2-2. Ball 3. Come on, Festa. Love when Stephen Vogt gives up on a game because he puts all the bum pitchers out there. Right? Festa is just not great at all, really. All right, payoff pitch. Grounder. Throw. Got him. Runner goes to third, though. But there's 2 down. Don't worry, guys. David Blitzer will be owning the team in about 3 years or so. I wish he would take control earlier. I'm not asking for much from Blitzer. All I'm asking for is to actually sign some good free agents. None of this bargain bin garbage, right? Extend our good players and sign some really good players to fill spots where it's lacking, right? Not saying, go out and be the Dodgers. Just sign some good players. At least until the youngsters come up from the farm. And if you ain't really got anything from the farm right there at that position, you go for maybe a player like a long-term deal kind of thing, Do that kind of stuff. Man, they are all about the North Coast social right now. God. Come for a baseball game stream and you get a North Coast social stream. Poor. But that's the part of the stadium that was tarped up last year, as you see in my background. Right? When you look at my background, up there where the tarp is, that's the North Coast Social. They put Tim Herron in the game. That's why there's this delay in action. Tim Herron's in the game now. Okay. He'll face Ellie De La Cruz. Oh, crazy cat. I haven't heard that in a while. That's funny. I haven't heard that in a while. Here's Tim Herron. 28 games, 4-1 records, 3.63 ERA, 22 and a third innings, 14 walks, 23 Ks, 213 opponent average. 2 of the 12 inherited runners have scored. So overall, heading into this outing, he's been good with holding runners. So he'll have the top of the, I believe the top of the order, right? Around there. Oh yeah, it's Friedel. All right. Friedel. 2 for 3. Solo homer, a single, and 2 runs. Here's the 1-0 from the lefty Herron. Ball 2. Come on, Tim. Me. Versus lefties, 239 average, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. Versus righties, 325 and 19. But of course, this loser's going to walk him because you let him off the hook. Pitch. Ball. Tim Herron, you freaking scrub. Like I said, Stephen Vogt loves to play the scrubs in games that we're losing. 3-0 coming to Herron from Herron. Strike. He does this all the time. We're losing by 1 run. You know, you could probably play your power arms to keep this game close. Get us a chance to take the lead or tie. But no, let's bring in the bummy arms. 3-1 to Friedel. Ball 4. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, runners at the corners again. Oh, my God. Here's Gavin Lux. Stephen Vogt, dude. Like, this is ridiculous. Matt Festa and Tim Herron. Like, are we serious right now? Here's Gavin Lux. Pitch. Liner in the base hit, and it's a 5-3 Reds lead. Good job, Timmy, you freaking scrub. Good job, you scrub. Good job, scrub. Scrub-a-dub-dub. He's a freaking scrub. But Stephen Vogt, you know, he's waving the white flag. This is Stephen Vogt right now. That's what he does. He doesn't bring in his power arms to keep it a 1-run deficit. Nope, he brings in the bummy arms, so whatever. Here's Ellie De La Cruz, making it. It's 5-3 now. Pitch is swung and missed. We'll be lucky if we can get out of this at 5-3. 123 runs allowed with 2 outs. 5th most in the majors behind the Rockies, A's, O's, and Marlins. 12 of 16 on the homestand. Wow. Nope. Steps off. Wow. 2 outs. Singled in the 3rd. First and second, 2 out for De La Cruz. The pitch. Ball. And of course, we're going to get squeezed. You know, we've been getting squeezed all game, so no surprise. Bringing a dude who, you know, supposed to be decent, but he stinks. Pitch inside, 2-1. Yeah, Stephen Vogt gave up on this game. Might as well just put the trophy in their clubhouse right now. 2 home runs against righties. He has 10 against lefties. 33 RBIs, 289 average. 2-1. Grounder snagged by J. Ram. He'll throw to first. Out number 3. And we get out only down 2. All right. Got lucky there. Got really lucky there. Bottom 6 coming up, down 2. Pretty sad how I almost have no faith in this team. But we'll see, though, against their bullpen. Now remember, David Fry will be leading off since Lane Thomas got caught napping at first base. It's like, Lane, I know you've been out for a while, but my guy, you're on first base, and you were the tying run at the time. Maybe don't get caught napping, right? Don't get caught thinking about other things on first base. Okay. See what the Guardians do in the bottom of the inning here. It's so funny though. I'm possibly going to be 0-3 in doing Guardians games this year since I've started doing them again. In fact, I'm trying to think. Have you won a single Guardians stream yet this year? I think so. Yeah. I think the one game I won, one of the only games I won, I think was the first game. Yeah. Because I really wasn't watching. Because I was trying the Guardians TV app and it kept messing up. That's right. Yeah. So here's Kyle Manzardo. He's going to be coming in as a pinch hitter now for David Fry. He'll take over as the DH. And he'll face the righty. I believe this is Ashcraft. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Oh my God, it's Dashy's favorite player, Ian Jabot. Pitch. It's Ian Jabot. It's Dashy's favorite player. 17 games, 0-1, 5.51 ERA, 16 in the third innings, 4 walks, 13 Ks, 258 opponent average. Ball 1. This is Dashy's favorite pitcher. Watch us go 1, 2, 3. Because that's how it is. We love to make bad pitchers look good. 1-1. Pitch. Popped him up. We love the pop-ups. Out number 1. We love to hit little pop-ups. That's our thing. You know? Yep, that's our thing. That is our thing. We love to hit pop-ups. Routine, easy peasy pop-ups. Yep. Here's Santana with 1 down. Strike. We're going to make a bum-ass pitcher look good. It's what we always do. Walk as an RBI single for Santana. Here's the 0-1 from Jabot. Swing and a miss. This team is so feeble, they make bad pitchers look good. As always. They're so feeble. They do this all the time. 0-2 to Jabot. Pitch. And Santana to deep center, but out number 2. Actually makes it seem like this dude be throwing batting practice. Again, our lineup is so feeble, it doesn't matter. We could literally be facing the worst pitcher in history, and he'd probably go 1, 2, 3. That's how feeble this lineup is. Here's Gabriel Arias. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1 count. Pitch from Jabot. Grounder off the glove of De La Cruz. And look at that. We got a base hit. Tying run will come to the plate. It's a routine play, but off the glove are still alive. Now, can they make him pay for it? I hope so, but not asking for much here. Here's J-Rod, Jonathan Rodriguez, the right fielder. Kind of shocked they don't go to Nolan Jones. Oh, well. Pitch. Ball. Kind of shocked they don't go to Nolan Jones. He plays right field and he can mash righties. A ground into double play and a walk for J-Rod. 0 for 1. He's 1 for 9 on the season. 1-0 pitch. Pitch. Ball 2. No nailer on deck. 2-0 to J-Rod. He thought it was the first. Got back in time. That would have been the most RES thing ever. Get caught at first base. 2-0 to J-Rod. Come on, give me a gap shot. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball 3, and he swings for the fences. Oh my God. 2-1 to Rodriguez. Pitch. Ball 3. It would have been ball 4, but no, I gotta swing. Three one count to J-Rod. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch right down the damn middle. Do that against J-Ram, and he sends that thing probably into the seats somewhere. Somewhere. Didn't say what seats, but he'll send it into the seats. So here comes the 2-out K when he had him on a 3-1 count. I mean, he threw you a meatball and he freaking can't square it up. Payoff pitch from Jabot. Pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive. Arias will walk back to first base. I wish I could be more positive about this team, but they give me nothing to be positive about. Payoff pitch. Again from Jabot. Ball. Oh my God. Stares at strike 3. Please. Get this dude. Why? Just stare at strike 3. Again. Feeble. As always. Feeble team. All around. Right? Yeah, Guardians, don't call up the exciting young players that they have in AAA that are mashing right now. Nope. Keep calling up these freaking, bums that are on the 40-man that ain't done nothing. Right? At least make this fan base excited again. We've been essentially clamoring for Chase DeLauder to get up here as soon as possible because, like I've said before, he's a ticking time bomb. He's injury prone. It's sad but true. My worst fear is he has an injury where he can't really get back to his normal self. And and the injury happens in AAA. And then the Guardians look at themselves and think, damn, I wish we would have called them up when we had the chance. Yep. No worries, guys. We got Jonathan Rodriguez, who only has 1 hit this year. Stupid. I don't get this team sometimes. I really don't. Matt and Rick calling the game from a box in the North Coast Social makes me think that they aren't selling well and will do anything to promote the new area. Yeah, it's a full-on commercial now. If STO were still around, this would air at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. I mean, it's cool that they're showcasing a new area, letting you know that they exist. But are we going to see them do a game from behind home plate? Now, that would be fun. That would be hilarious. So, oh, it's freaking Jacob Junis. Okay. Top 7 against Encarnacion Strand. Yep. And a liner to left field, base hit. These pitchers cannot miss bats at all. Jacob Junis. This team could be so good, but they just keep doing stuff to get in their own way. And it all starts at the top. Liner to left, foul. Not by much. Pick the damn ball. Damn. Don't you know how to use the damn glove? 0-1 count. There's Stephen Vogt. Tyler Stevenson. 0-1 count. Pitch. Strike. An infield single in the 5th. 5 home runs, 16 RBIs, 243 average for Stevenson. Two. Ball. Ah, my main problem is the fact that this organization has like no urgency to get their top players up. We could really use a Chase the Water right now. But no, let him just do his thing in AAA. Ball 2-2. Pitching is kind of tougher though. I mean, a lot of guys are hurt, but still. 2-2 to Stevenson. Did not go. Full count. This dude is literally going to walk him. Bum ass pitchers now. Of course. Payoff pitch. Fouls it off. Will Benson on deck. Throw. And ball gets through. Oh my God, dude. Send this freaking umpire to Azerbaijan. Oh, these guys simply field the ball. They need to check these dudes' gloves. Is there like, sponges? What is in there? Is there springs or something? I've never seen a team literally just be unable to field a ball. Like, my God, they look like toddlers out there. Ball zoom right through the glove. Zoom. It's about to be like 7-3 or something here. Thank God we got a pitcher who can't still get people out. That's lovely. A walk, a single, and a run for Benson. Fouls it off. This team is so unserious. And again, it starts all the way up at the top with the ownership. They spend it a little, but they don't spend it on serious players. Ball. They dumpster dive. You know, they dumpster dive. They go for washed up losers that haven't been good in years, and they go for the cheapest players possible. Base hit, and that'll score a run. Yep, like I said, Junis is in the game, so this is over. When Junis comes in, that's vote saying we're done. 6-3. First and second, nobody out. Good going, Steven. You pretty much gave up on this game. Yep. He gave up on this game. It's pretty much what happened. First pitch is a bunt. And they're going to get the out. That'll move the runners to second and third. Finally got an out. We're not doing anything. No, we're going to sell. We're going to sell. The fact that we're even above 500 right now is actually insane to me. Just kills me. Like, this team could be so much better, but they do nothing to make themselves better. They're really going to waste the entire extension of JRAM. They're going to waste the entire thing. They just still got like 3 or 4 or so years left on it, but still. They're going to waste the entire thing. All because the Dolans don't spend. Even by the time David Blitzer takes over, he'll have like, what, 2 years left on his deal? Around that time? That's why I kind of wish Blitzer would walk into the Dolan's office and just strong arm the team from him. Hostile takeover, that crap. Take it over. Say, I want to own the team now. Where's the papers? I want to sign. This is ridiculous. You losers ain't freaking spending to make the team better. I want to freaking spend. Damn it. Grounder. That'll keep the runner at third, and they'll get the out at first. Two down. Like I said, Dashy's going to probably throw a parade on his stream. Wow, we finally won the Ohio Cup from the Guardians. Woo! Yeah, probably until next year when the Guardians strong arm it away from them. There you go. That's a better way to say it. Because this year, I mean, this team is so feeble this year. I mean, I can't even explain it. I guess there's a year to do it. It's this year. This is essentially like a gap year, I guess, for us. We just had another one of these years a few years ago. But the fact that we're doing this crap during a JRAM extension run is crazy. Like, if you didn't know any better, you wouldn't have thought this team is coming off an ALCS appearance. Did they even spend the money they got from that? And they struck out the hitter. Didn't even know who it was, but he struck him out. Whoop-de-doo! Down 3 runs because feeble. I can't wait for the 1, 2, 3 inning coming up here. Because this team has no life in it right now. Definitely a far cry from teams of the past. That's for sure. So what part of the lineup's coming up? I think it'll be the bottom of the order. I'm pretty sure. They're really going to waste the entire prime of Jose Ramirez. Like straight up. They're going to waste the entire thing. Like if I owned a team and I managed to get my franchise's best player to sign an extension, I would go away from my usual methods and try to field as good of a team as possible for as long as possible. Even if it's not extending players, but simply bringing up your youngsters, right? If you have a player that is ready to roll in the minors, you get them up and you let them cook. You let them cook. But no, we're not doing that. Nope. I mean, I don't think we're going to win the division. So our only hope at making the playoffs right now is the wild card. It's only June, though. And a lot can happen. But this team is just looking black. But yeah, the Guardians broadcast is doing the show from the what north was it, the North Coast social area down the third base side. Recently opened this year. Nice looking area. All right, so we got another new pitcher. Bo Naylor leading off. Outside ball one. This is Graham Ashcraft. The 8-9-1 hitters due up. Here's the 1-0. Pitch. High ball two. Got away. 26 games, 4-4 record, 3.73 ERA, 31 and a third innings, 12 walks, 35 Ks, and a 281 opponent average. 2-0 to Bo. The pitch. Fouls it off. See again, these guys, you could throw a meatball right down the plate. Juicy, just delicious. Pumpy. Amazing. Say, you could have a sign that says, hit me to the freaking seats, and we pop it up. 2-1 to Bo. Pitch. Strike. 2-2. 2-2. Pitch. And Bo. Deep right field. And gone. All right. Damn. Could have used that a few innings ago, but all right. Lead off ding dong for Bo Naylor. And it's 6-4. Reds. Six to four. That's now what? 2 games in a row, Bo is homered. He's showing a little bit of life. Like to see that out of him. He's showing life. Here's Angel Martinez. Strike. Would be really nice though if the rest of the lineup could do that. Pitch. Strike. Now watch, here comes 3 straight outs. I'll get ready for 3 straight outs. Yep. Martinez, RBI single, a ground out, and a run so far tonight. Number 2 pitch to Martinez. Swing and a miss. What the hell was that? He's not even trying, fool. Not even trying. These guys just love putting up these uncompetitive at-bats. But now here's the top of the order. Here's Stephen Kwan. Can't wait for 3 straight outs. Ball 2. Two zero. Strike. Be nice if Quan can get a base hit. All 3. Lane Thomas on deck, which means feebility will return. 3-1. Ball 4. And there you go. Guardians are cooking. Tying run comes to the plate in the form of, I believe, unless they change it up, it will be Lane Thomas. Oh, joy. Lane Thomas against the righty. This should be fun. He has walked twice, though. 3 RBIs, 133 average. We've got to wonder, are these guys going to be aggressive on the bases? There's Tito, nervously chewing on bubblegum. That's the Tito I know. That's the Tito I know. Don't you know, Mr. Tito? Come on, give me a base hit. Let Quan take off. Pitch. Strike. 0-1. J-Ram on deck. It'd be so Guardians for this to be a double play with J-Ram on deck. Pitch. Strike. Hey, Steven! Oh, not Steven. Lane, swing the damn bat! Fine. What? Is the bat stuck? Swing and a miss. Wow! Bat, Steven. Lane. Freaking scrub. I knew the moment we saw him come to the plate against the righty, it was going to happen like that. Back to being his ass self. Home ass. And now here's J-Ram. They never send Steven on. They never send him to steal. 0-2. 0-2. What the hell? Pitch. High, ball 1. Is there already an 0-2 count? Must be. Wow. Yeah, they haven't fixed this. They're tripping. There's 2 out. Why is the freaking thing tripping? It says there's already a 1-2 count. What the hell? What is this? MLB The Show? 2-2. Pitch. Ball. 3-0. Scoreboard broken. Scoreboard broken. 3-0. Pitch. Ball 4. He was not throwing a thing anywhere near J-Ray. Okay. You see, he's already on the phone in the pen. Tito is. All right, what's this? They're having a meeting at the mound now. Stevenson talking. And here's the pitching coach. Tying run on first. They got 2 guys warming in the pen. It looks like a lefty and a righty. It's Santillan and Suter warming up in the pen for the Reds. See Scott Barblow. We all know him very well. He's chilling in the pen. Kind of wish they would have signed Brian Shaw. That would have been hilarious. Here's Cal Manzardo. 2 on, 2 out. Down 2. Base hit could do some damage here. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Kyle. Open your eyes, dude. Three home runs, 11 RBIs in close and late situations, 296 average. This is about to be the most uncompetitive at bat ever. 0-1. And that'll be the slowest pitch ever, and it's an out. Oh my God, dude. He hit a ball like 15 miles per hour. Great at bat, Kyle. Yeah. Dude, Kyle, why do you stink all of a sudden, dude? Got into you all of a sudden. You stink now. God, he's been stinking ever since, what, May turned to June? Especially since then. God, I will never forget April Cal Manzardo. That was the greatest thing we've ever seen. April Cal Manzardo was such a beaut. Ever since then, he stinks now. He'll get a hit every once in a while, but he stinks. When Ashcraft comes in, I usually close my eyes. No, it's like me with Jacob Junis. When Junis comes in, it's like, yep, this is over. We managed to score a run, but nothing else. He's trying to like hit a ball 5 miles, but all he has to do is get a base hit. The Guardians just don't know what to say about this loser team. I really just don't know what to say. I remember the days when this team was actually serious, where that inning would still be going. Because that team had some straight dogs on it, from top to bottom. Guardians fans know what team I'm talking about. Lindor, Brantley, Ramirez, ooh, Edwin. Oh man, Lonnie. Ooh, Lonnie was all right. He was serviceable, but at least we cut the lead down to 2, just in time for pitching to freaking suck again. First pitch is, here's Colby Allard. 1-0 count to Friedel, who's leading off again. 2 for 3. Pitch. Ball. 10 games, 2-0, 188 ERA, 24 innings, 4 walks, 10 Ks, 261 opponent average for the lefty. Here's the 2-0. Previous Guardians teams would have probably scored 6 runs that inning. This team is just not that. Solo homer, single, a walk, and 2 runs for Friedel. Got a piece of it. This should be easy, and there it is. Out number 1 for Ramirez. I know like how there's a mix of AFC North fans in here and then all Cavs fans. Facts. Garland's situation? Well, he's out 4 to 5 months with a big toe surgery. I knew it was bad, but damn, I mean, the dude played how many games? I missed the final 2 of the Heat series. He played essentially like 5 games, 6 games with a big toe injury. Even more than that, because I think he kind of re-aggravated the toe. He originally hurt it, I think, in March. And then he played through it for the rest of the year. 1-2 count for Lux. 2 for 4. Manzardo just has not been really that good right now, recently. You have to have him start to heat up, to warm up. You can't put him in cold like that. And Lux, fly ball, right center, and Thomas is there for the out. 2 down. I thought Stephen A. Smith's punk ass was telling him to play through it, and now it's coming out that it was this bad. He's a warrior, should not be traded by any means. He's not going to get traded. I doubt it. If they're going to trade anybody from the core, it's going to be Jared Allen. And I'm all the way with that because Jared Allen has shown now, 3 straight years for the most part? I don't even know if I should count last year because he had that rib injury. But still, the year against the Knicks, soft as hell. This year, soft. What do you think I call him? Pokemon Go Man. Because it feels like when he's playing like he did against the Pacers, where he's getting dogged left and right, it's like his mind is on something else. 1-1. Grounder. Fair ball into the corner. Kwan's going to just skedaddle over there, and that'll be a 2-out double for Ely De La Cruz. Feels like it takes Kwan like 3 hours to get over there. Like, 10 minutes. Of course, he hits it over to the far left side. Just barely gets it past the base. That should be a foul ball, but of course, they're not going to call it a foul ball because it went over the bag. 13th double of the year for Ellie. It would be so Guardians to get it down to 2 and then it's like a magic number for this team. And Encarnacion Strand fouls off the first pitch. How close was that? So it hits there. Yeah, that should be a foul ball. I'm surprised they called it fair. But again, these umps don't know what they're doing. 0-1. Fouls it off. I think it's because it crossed over the bag. Oh, 2 count. Here's the pitch from Allard. Gets a piece of it. Kwan will get underneath and make the catch. So other than that, that's it. We go to the bottom of the 8th, down 2. Do the Guardians have a little bit more rally in them? Ellie De La double. Weird for basketball. Some are Pacers and some are Cavs. Well, they don't have a basketball team, obviously. They used to have the Kings. They used to have the Kings a long time ago in Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Royals. But then they moved. I think they moved from there to Sacramento. I think. If I'm not mistaken, that's how it went. Damn, could you imagine the Cincinnati with the freaking Kings right now? Granted, the team right now kind of stinks, but that would have been interesting. Oh, Guardians have 6 outs. And of course, we're probably going to have to deal with Emilio Pagan again. We know him very well, but we haven't been in. He was to the point where Guardians fans were calling him, Emilio Pagan, a double agent. Because that dude would come in and immediately we would crush him. Keep in mind, that was with the Twins. Any pitcher that goes to the Twins or the White Sox, we crushed them. Nowadays, it's not like that. There was another pitcher, a closer that we would always just absolutely just destroy too. For his name. We would always just crush him. 6 runs, 14 hits for the Reds. Wow. So another, looks like, is this another new pitcher? It's Santillan. Yeah. Tony Santillan in for the Reds. 31 games, 1-1, 3 ERA, 30 innings, 9 walks, 23 Ks, and a 204 opponent average. Here's Carlos Santana leading off. Pitch. Fouls it off. Verhage, wow, 2-0 Panthers on in the Stanley Cup. Turn it to the Stanley Cup. I'm gonna put that on. Yeah. There we go. 0-1. Swing and a miss. There we go. Put the Stanley Cup on. Maybe if I don't have baseball on my TV, maybe it'll be a good juju for the Guardians. Here's the 0-2. All right, ball one. Oscar Robertson. Mm-hmm. Yep, they are the Kings now. Yep, once upon a time. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Just like once upon a time, Cleveland had the Rams. I know, that's crazy, right? We had the Rams. The Browns were not the original team in Cleveland. It was the Rams before they went to St. Louis. A walk and an RBI single for Santana. Here's the 1-2. Ball, 2-2. It would be great if the middle and the bottom of the order would just get something going here. But I don't know if I can trust them. I don't know. They got to show me. 2-2 to Santana. And he gets the off the end of the bat. And that's out number 1. Oh. Espinal makes the catch for the out. Two nothing Florida in the first. Wow. De La Cruz was there just in case he bobbled it. Here's Gabriel Arias. 1 for 3. Somehow. Fouls it off. Guardians have threatened a couple times, but overall, as you'd expect, they can't really muster anything crazy. Single in the 6th for Gabe. Here's the 0-1. And he gets off the end of the bat again. This is going to be a tough play. And there's the out number 2. It seemed like it was going to be tough, but the ball hung in the air for like 20 minutes. So, yeah, he hit it a mile in the air. And Friedel just got there in time to make the catch. Here's Nolan Jones now with pinch hitting for J-Rod. Could have done this earlier, but, they decided not to. So this looks like it'll be the 8-9-1 hitters due up in the 9th. Unless we get a base hit here from Nolan. Pitch. Ball. There's Ramirez and J-Rod looking on. Pitch. And what a snag by McLean. Saves extra bases and ends the inning. Just his luck. Top 9 coming up, down by 2. NBA? Yeah. Orioles used to be the St. Louis Browns. Yeah. Of course, Houday. We all know the Bungles are your team. Your name's freaking Houday. Oh, my name's Houday, but I'm not a Bengals fan. So yeah, it'll be the 8-9-1 hitters due up. So Naylor, Anna Martinez, and Stephen Kwan. Usually I'd be kind of a doomer at that situation, but Bo hit a homer last time up. But other than that, I don't know if I can trust these guys to get anything going. Oh well. 14 hits, 6 runs. Nolan Jones will take over in right field. Honestly, what I hate is they took Angel Martinez out of the 2-hole, which is where he's pretty much been pretty good. Stevenson leading off. Pitch. Ball. Yeah, she's going to come out in the video and say, hey, we're the big dogs of Ohio. Wow, you finally beat us in a series overall one time. And you're the big dogs. Okay. Okay. Surely that'll amount to something, right? 2-1. Grounder snagged by third baseman Ramirez. Throw to first. Got him. Nope. Can these guys simply use the glove to catch the ball? The glove is doing everything but catching the ball. It's a pretty good throw. Good field. Plenty of time. Easy throw. Hey guys, the ball goes in the glove. 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 Hey guys, did you know the ball goes in the glove? Clearly they don't know that. Spencer Steer. I think he's pinch hitting here. Pitch. Ball. Colby Allard still pitching for the Guardians. 59 games. He's got 4 homers, 20 RBIs as the pinch hitter. 294 on base percentage. Strike. One one. Ball 2. 2-1. The pitch. Fouls it back. 2-2 count. The Guardians were up 3-2 once upon a time in this game. And now it's, not looking so good. 2. Grounder, foul. Seems like our hitters, all they try to do is hit homers. It seems as though when these guys accept the fact that they can't really hit a homer every time, they actually try to put the ball in the gaps. That's where the good stuff happens. 2-2 coming. Grounder fouls it off again. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be live tomorrow, guys. 2-2. Nope. Whoa. That looked like a ring 'em up pitch, but nope. No dice there. Full count. Yeah, I kind of drifted off a little bit to the right at the very end there. Full count. Payoff pitch to Steer. Go to first. Oh, and the ball got away again. Santana, you need a new glove, my dude. Carlos, do you need a new glove? Your glove kind of stinks, bro. You might need a new glove. That's like the third ball that you've had near the glove that you can't bring in. Off the end of the glove. Payoff pitch. Did he go? No, he fouled it off. Barely. That probably would have been a ball, so. 8-pitch at bat. Feels like it's been forever since we've had a strikeout. All right, payoff pitch again to Steer. Pitch. Grounder, fouls it off again. Again for the Guardians, if they can keep this a 2-run deficit, it'll be Bo Naylor, Angel Martinez, and Steven Kwan duo. Payoff pitch from Allard. Fouls it off again. Colby, put him away, brother. Down. Strike him out, or double play would be even better. 89, 89, 84, 88, 74, 90, 73, 84, 84, and 90. Here's the payoff again. Pitch. Fly ball. This will be a base hit. Of course. Votto missed 100 games that year. I was 11 the last time the Reds won the Ohio Cup. Wow. Only 14. That was Tito. I think that was like the first time Tito. That was his like first year as our coach, as our manager. Nolan probably could have dove for that, but he chose the safe route. I'm surprised he didn't like try to. I mean, I think because he was shading to the right. Here's the 0-1. And Espinal to left field. Not deep enough. Kwan will make the catch, and there's your first out of the inning. 15 years ago. I know, right? But yet, it's funny because a certain Reds fan that we all know, he'll come out and say, oh yeah, we own the Guardians. Connor Joe now pinch hitting. I believe this is for Will Benson. Not exactly sure. The number, this isn't Connor Joe. But yeah, this is a number 8 hitter. Pitch? Or is it for Fraley? 0-1 count. Pitch from Allard. Strike. 86 right down the middle. And this dude is like, ah. Oh, that's funny. 11 years ago. Yeah, still. 0-2. Pitch. Ball. That's still crazy, though. 11 years. Wow. I think that was Tito's second year. 2013 is when he came on the team. You know, he became the manager, went to the wild card that year. Yeah, and then a couple years later, World Series run out of nowhere. 2. Chopper, base hit. That'll score a run. Sneaks it past the first baseman, and Joe gets in the second. Second and third, 1 out. Classic. 7-4 Reds. Guardians pitching just cannot seem to get those big outs to, keep the lead as is. And it's always the derpiest hits, too. Off the end of the bat. Third double of the year for Connor Joe. This team is just unserious all around. Just overall an unserious team. And people actually think this team's going to make a move at the deadline. Nick Enright is warming up in the pen for the Guards. Here's Matt McLean. First pitch is at Paul. Struck out his last at bat. He's 0 for 4. Pitch. Pops it off. Fouls it off. This team just can't get outs. Literally, they can't. You can hit a grounder, routine, and they'd somehow botch it. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Top of the order due up next. DJ Friedel will be up. Allen's throwing almost 40 pitches. Wow. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 down. Francona has given up on Hines. Well, Hines is in AAA. Yeah, they sent Hines down, I guess. That's the only explanation. Yeah. Here's the pitch to Friedel. Strike. So I think I saw a tweet from one of the minor league accounts talking about him. He's in AAA right now. Grounder to first, and that'll retire the side. So, to tie the game, the Guardians need 3. To win, they need 4. It'll be the 8-9-1 hitters due up here in the 9th. Bo Naylor, Anna Martinez, and Stephen Kwan. R-Truth cut his hair, like chopped his dreads off, and he's calling himself Ron Killings now. It's his actual government name. Haley's back too, huh? Oh, hell yeah, Bailey. Let's go. Kick her ass. That's funny. Naomi responded to a Twitter account saying talking about how Jade Cargill's going to get a push heading into Evolution. Naomi responded saying, quote tweeted saying, yeah, push down the stairs. Oh, brother. All right. The ball has eyes tonight for the Reds. That's a good way to put it. It's always finding holes. Emilio Pagan, I believe, will be on the mound for the Reds. Roman Anthony, that's tough. Down 3. Emilio Pagan, 28 games, 0-2, 3.58 ERA, 15 of 17 in saves, 27 and 2/3 innings. He's facing the bottom of the order and then Stephen Kwan. Pitch. Ball 1. Bo Naylor actually had the last run for the Guardians on a solo shot that made it 6-4. Steers in left, Joe is in right field. Here's the 1-0 to Naylor. Pitch. Ball 2. It would be so Guardians to rally, maybe score a run or two, get the tying run on second or third, and then poop themselves. Again, 2-0 coming to Naylor. Pitch. Ball 3. I would love a Naylor. I would love a Pagan implosion here. I would love a Emilio Pagan classic implosion, blowing a 3-run lead. I would love that. Pitch. Ball 4. Walked him on a 4-pitch at bat. With Ana Martinez coming up against the Guardians, 0-3 in 27 games, 7.52 ERA with 5 saves. Most of that was with the Twins. I think actually all of that was with the Twins. Yeah, most of his, and the Reds, but most of his saves came against us with the Twins. Here's Ana Martinez. Strike. This team stinks, dude. RBI single and a run for Angel. 0-1 from Pagan. The pitch. Fouls him off. One for 3. Top of the order coming up next. Juan and then Lane Thomas. I'd rather have a freaking scarecrow than Lane Thomas. Not gonna lie. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Feeble. Can't give Jose Ramirez a chance with the tying run. Oh, he's talking as a Reds fan. Okay. Stephen Kwan coming up. Need Stephen to get a base hit because I have no faith in Lane. No faith in Lane at all. Here's the pitch to Kwan. 0 for 3. Strike. I believe he does have a walk, too. Yeah, he walked in the 7th. 310 average, 5 home runs, 22 RBIs on the year. 0-1 from Pagan. Pitch. Did he go? I don't think. Nope, he did not. 1-1. 2 RBIs in the 9th inning or later with a 600 average. That might be this year. I don't think it's career-wise. If that is, that's tough. 1-1. Ball. Wish that would have got away so Bo can go to second. But yeah, Reds fans are going to see those numbers and think, oh my God, they kicked this dude's ass. But that was mostly with the Twins. And we see the Twins, well, when he was there, I think that was like 19 or so times. So of course we're going to beat his butt every once in a while. Especially look at the Guardians teams we had when he was there. 2-1. Pitch. And he hits this one to deep center, but out number 2. Yep, of course. Get a run around and then do nothing with it. That's the Guardian way. And here's Lane Thomas, who will be the final out, most likely. And we already know this is going to be the most feeble at bat of the night. Yep. A single, 2 walks, and a stolen base for Lane. If he gets on, Jose's up as the tying run. Pitch. And he pops it out and out of play. So if you're Pagan, you see J-Ram lurking on deck, and you're like, I am not trying to have him at the plate. But Lane Thomas has stunk against righties this year, so yeah. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh my god, this dude wants to go home. Why are we swinging at a pitch? You're almost at your eyeballs, dude. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Oh, good job, Lane, you bum. Hey, Lane, how about you just go back on the IL for another month? And that's the ball game. Guardians lose 7-4. And with this loss, the Cincinnati Reds do something that they haven't done in a while, and that is they win the series against the Guardians. And with that, they also claim the Ohio Cup, which is probably going to be the only trophy they have because, let's be honest here, your division is pretty much in the Cubs' hands right now. Not even being salty, but yeah, the division has pretty much had your number for the most part. So yeah, this Guardians team is just feeble as ever. It's the way it is. They're insanely feeble. They have no soul or anything about them. Honestly, half the guys didn't even seem like they wanted to be at the plate tonight. I mean, Lane Thomas literally gave us the most feeble at-bat ever. Swinging at pitches up here. Wow, 2-2 Cubs and Phillies. Speaking of which. So now Dashy's probably going to go throw a parade, right? They're going to plan a parade around Cincinnati with the trophy. The first trophy that they've won in God knows how long. And the first time that they've actually won the series against the Guardians since Tito's second year here, I think. So real quick, we're going to pull up the stat line here from this game. Reds, 7 runs on 16 hits and 1 error. Guardians, 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. Oh, wow. Pittsburgh almost blew it open. Wow. Freaking O'Neal Cruz almost had a salami. Put some salami on. Reds have faced injuries that Cubs, Brewers, and Cardinals haven't come close to. Facing. I need a sweep. Damn. Wow. He's like, screw the damn trophy. You know, it's like really sad though. Reds fans are going to treat this like they won a World Series. So tomorrow, it'll be Andrew Abbott, 5-1, 2.18 ERA, 59 Ks, against Slade Ciccone, who's 1-2 with a 4.87 ERA. Okay. I feel all right about that matchup. I mean, I trust Slade. As long as the stuff is working, I think he can get the job done. But that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I'll be live Wednesday for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. And then we got a short turnaround. Game 5. The hell was that? Game 5. Game 4 is on Friday, thanks to the Indiana Fever playing on Saturday. So, only one day off between Game 3 and 4. So, quick turnaround. We'll see what happens on Wednesday, though. But I'll be live for that. Other than that, I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I'm going to take a break from this godforsaken team, I think, again. Oh, crazy dog, you just took like a 2-month break. You going to do it again? I might have to. Legit. I might have to. But I guess since the Cavs are done, there's no team to take the bad mojo. Because how funny was it? The Guardians were actually playing really well when the Cavs are playing. And now that the Cavs are done, there's no team to sacrifice for the bad mojo. So the Guardians are getting the bad mojo. But yeah, so with that being said, guys, I'll see you all Wednesday for Pacers Thunder Game 3. With that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. Bye-bye. This team is just so ass. I can't even say we're going to see anything different tomorrow. Legit. Bye-bye.